Today let's talk about careers that you can opt for after learning French or German, or if you have learned both. Welcome to the channel, I am Kasturi. Today's video is super exciting because it's the third or the fourth video related to this topic. I'll tell you first about the mutual careers that you can do if you learn French or German. These are based on languages commonly. Then I will tell you specifically about German and then about French. Quick information before you dive into the career. You get to explore these careers once you clear up to a certain level in the languages. These categories that you need to keep in mind. One, which you get by the languages, and the second one is an added advantage. Hope that is clear. So the first one, which is common for both, is a language trainer. To become a language trainer, you need to at least do your B1 to B2 level, which is the minimum criteria. These levels you need to give the exams which are particularly to these languages, get yourself an experience in the language, and if you do furthermore like B2 or C1 level, it creates more opportunity for you. You have that hold over the language. You yourself can see how you can teach the language online or offline, in person or in school, and even take up small projects of teaching. And this can also be like a part-time work that you can do and a full-time job. Depends on how you want to take it ahead. To become a translator or an interpreter. Now, translator and interpreter, people do get mixed up with this. These are two different jobs and have two different responsibilities. Again, this can be done in a freelancing way. There are companies who hire translators and interpreters on project basis. So you will definitely keep growing into this field and keep getting projects. It can be a contract-based work. There are many MNCs, many big companies, and even media companies do require these skilled people. Companies do require this to convert in a language which is very clear and precise, and only a human can actually do this. So this is a job which is really interesting according to me, and you can again do it as a freelancer or a part-time work, because mostly it does be on a project basis or a contract base. The next industry is of travel, tourism and hospitality. Now this itself is a very huge cloud that you can get into. Holding a language and the proficiency in the language is going to act like a major advantage. Now coming specifically to German language and the jobs you can get by learning German. The topmost is engineering jobs in India and in Germany as well. Even if you're doing a job which is not an MNC, but they do have offices abroad, which can be, the chances are higher of being in any German speaking country or French speaking country. So even if there are offices when you can be sent to for a project base or a contract base, it will be an added advantage, useful for you personally and professionally if you know that language already. Again, like I said, for your personal use, even if it's not required for you to learn it professionally for your career or your job purpose, but if you know it, it's just going to make your daily life pretty easy, because you are living in a foreign nation. If you know the language, it's going to be useful. So proficiency in the language can increase your chances of getting these jobs, especially if you are already in India, you're looking forward to go to Germany, applying to these MNCs and applying to the companies. It can just increase your chances. Germany is one of the three most significant contributors to the global scientific research, and hence the job related to research analysis is again a one which is highly in demand, especially if you're learning German. And because Germany is in the top 3, it makes the language itself a very valuable language if you are in this field and if you want to explore more in this field, especially if you want to go to Germany and get a job related to this field. So your ability to understand the language, to speak the language and to read the language will give you a higher chance of being an assistant or an intern in such big companies or government organizations even. Jobs in the field of IT, information technology. Now it's quite famous and popular that Germany is known for its automobile, engineering, pharmaceutical and IT industry. Now talking about French. Publishing, proofreading. Proofreading is a job very similar to an editor. For this, again, you need the skill of understanding, reading and speaking the language really well so that you can do this job. This again can be a part-time freelancing job that you can do if you know the language. So you can either do like teaching and proofreading together, or you can do interpretation, you can become a translator, get some projects and also be a proofreader. Diplomat. Now, diplomat or getting into government agencies is one of the jobs that you can get into if you know a foreign language. You can work for the embassies in India, you can work for the Indian embassy in France or in Germany. If you are interested into law or politics, you can get into these fields after learning these languages. Now, when you talk about French, or if you see an interest based for learning French, you will associate it with fashion and the art industry. If you are interested in any of these fields and you want to work in France or regions of France, you need to know the language, because apart from the main major cities, the other small regions of France do require you to understand the level of French, where it can be to a level of B1 or B2. So that was it from my side. These are the careers that you can get into, and you can honestly apply the languages to any existing career that you're in. And if you want to start learning languages, you can check the description to get a special discount for the YouTube audience. Let us know if you found the video helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.